doing a 2 versus 2 PvP. I know some of you guys have been requested this for a while. Finally got some time, did a couple rounds of PvP, and I felt that this one is the best one out of the 20 or so games that I played. I immediately started recording when I realized that me and my partner's level are very close to our opponent's level. You know, on a day-to-day basis, I play a lot of PvP for AoE online. So sometimes I do not go. I forget to record them. So I start recording them, and right now I'm just trying to advance to H2. I'm sending out my scouting on the map. One of the first things you want to do with your scout is you want to scout around your own map. Okay, this is the part that you weren't able to, you guys are not able to see because I picked up about 3 minutes into the game. But you definitely want to scout your own side of the map first. And that's one of the mistakes that I used to make when I first started playing this game, is I like to know where my opponent is first. But you want to find out where your resources are, such as your closest forest. So that's what I scout out first with my scout. So now I'm just sending my scout out to find my opponent. But at the same time, before I get to H2, my standard build is 6-5-3. 6 being I take 6 villagers and put them on food, so the berry bushes or the cow. I take 5 on wood, that's close to the forest, and then I take 3 villagers on gold, 2 to 3 roughly, because I don't need that much gold yet, but I do want to prepare myself for my archers, because the first thing I like to do is I like to rush my opponent with archers. And right now I'm just kind of scouting around his map, and I'm trying to identify if he has any units to fight back. So I'm scouting around, like, okay, he has no units. Yellow is I believe Bubbucker. He's the lower level opponent. So I'm thinking maybe he's only level, because the fact that he's only level 27, maybe I could rush him and take him out first. While my ally, I believe is Desert Elias, try to fight back, try to destroy purple. And Desert Elias, I played numerous games with him. He's a very good player. I consider him as a very good player. He might not be a very good player to some of you guys, but I consider him as a very good player. He had my back. So one of the things that you will see in high level plays or higher level games, you will see a lot of watchtowers being built. And that is because knowing what your opponent has and also knowing your opponent movement is very essential to any RTS game, include Age of Empires Online. So I'm just farming up. Right now I'm just trying to split my villagers at the moment, trying to split my villagers and get to H3, because while at the same time I'm trying to build some archers out and to see if I could really rush them a little bit, just to get distract them, and hopefully that I'm a better macro player to be able to get ahead in resources. So as I'm using my scout, I'm trying to. I noticed that one of his units is attacking my watchtower, and it's actually I can't read the name from here, but it's actually a range cavalry, and they're actually very, very effective against archers. So this is why I know that my plan is not going to work. My archer rush is not going to work because one of those guys could take 2 to 3 of my archers. And I noticed the cow is trying to go to his base, so kind of stopped it from there, distract him a little bit, sending my cow back to my base while I fight him for a little bit, and then I'm just gonna run away from there. Back to my base, building some archers. Now I know that my rush will not work because I also see purple. The level 40 player, he has some units out already on the field. So and you know, yellow is just stacking up on those guys, the cavalry rangers or whatever you call them. I know it's not gonna work. Yeah, then I'm gonna draw my archers closer to the town center just so that they don't get run over by my opponent. Continuing building houses. You know, I only build houses when it's needed. Well, right before I hit the population limit. As you can see, I drew out some of my villagers and led them to mine mine stone. And the fact for that is because, you know, originally I was gonna go to an archer rush. That's gonna be a whole bunch of archers, just completely run my opponent over with arrows. But due to the fact that he's building cavalry rangers, yellow's building cavalry rangers, range units, I noticed that kind of rush system will not work. So instead, I'm just gonna box myself in, and then, you know, build a whole bunch of units to counter him and also purple, and then push out. So my goal right here is to build a castle. And another thing is that a lot of players that builds cavalry in early game, they like to rush you. You know, they're gonna go around you, they're gonna attack your workers, and then they're gonna go back and forth, just pretty much kill you off. So to have a castle there is very, very important. So every time he's run by, he gets shoot a couple times, and it puts fear inside of him. So he's not gonna harass you that much, hopefully, if it's not that good. So as you can see, you know, my archer is fighting back as he's coming here to rush me as I expected and attack me. Right away, I use one of my items, one of the consumables, to slow him down. Due to the fact that my archers have superior range, as you can see, there's no way that he can hit me. So I'm just gonna go back and forth and pick him off. He's a smart player, so he backed off. He's just gonna regather himself until my consumable wears off. I don't want to go too far out there because he could, you know, once the consumable is off, he could turn around any time and just run my archers over. Because his cavalry does have superior speed. At this moment, you know, I do have enough stone, I believe, to build a castle. So, but he came right back and tried to kill some of my workers. Ring the bell, goes back to the go right into my town center. I was very lucky actually. None of my villagers actually died from those attacks. So I kind of want to build a tower right there just to see if he's coming in, but I guess that's not gonna work because he's just camping right there because he's just waiting for a chance to hit me hard. I'm just kind of considering where to build because that was my ideal place. Where I built my original tower was my ideal place to build my castle. Since that's not gonna happen, I'm just gonna build in the center, kind of in the center point of my base, so it could protect both of my berry bush and also my gold mine. And it should be pretty close to my wood chopping or the forest that I'm chopping wood from, so that if anything, I could run to the castle for safety. So I'm just splitting my workers up again. Do not be lazy here because sometimes, you know, you will have this kind of situation where all your workers stuck together. Do not be lazy and just send your worker, split them because you know, proper division of resources will get you will eventually help you win the game. So I'm just sending my scout out. I know that he's not gonna easily harass me anymore because he saw that I do have a castle built out, and I do want to build a couple watchtower just so that I could see where he is. You know, I like to build watchtower at a higher place. Just to be able to see where he is, but at the same time, I'm making a huge mistake because I play a lot of StarCraft, and you know how when you build the bunkers, you build right next to the cliff. Yeah, I'm doing that right now, so I'm just like, ugh. You know, I should have built a little bit further so I could see him and he cannot see me, but he was able to see me. So, but you know, I'm just sending my archers